Hey, what's going on? On this video, I'm going to show you how to engage your autopilot on your Model X. So it's fairly easy how to engage your autopilot. So there's basically 3 levers on the left side of the steering wheel. The first one is obviously the turn signals. The second one is your tilt steering wheel. And the third one is your autopilot. So the way to engage autopilot is you just pull back the lever twice. 1, 2, and that's going to engage autopilot. And the way to disengage autopilot is basically the same exact way to disengage cruise control. So basically the only thing you need to do is push forward or step on the brake or just take control of the steering wheel, and that's going to disengage the autopilot. So as you can see, it's fairly easy to engage autopilot. Let's go ahead and take this on the road. I'll show you guys exactly how it works on the road. Let's jump on the road now. Alright, so now we're on the road and I'm going to show you exactly how to engage and disengage the autopilot. So before you engage the autopilot, make sure that your odometer is reading both of the lines on the freeway. If it's reading both of the lines on the freeway, that means that you can and you're ready to engage autopilot. And if it's not reading both of the lines on the highway, it may or may not engage autopilot. So for whatever reason, if you aren't able to engage autopilot and you only see one line there, more than likely it's not sensing both of the lines and it may not engage autopilot. So like I said, it's fairly easy to engage autopilot. The only thing you have to do is pull the lever back here twice, and I'm gonna go ahead and set it now. 1, 2. And now as you can see that the car is now on autopilot, the 2 lanes are now blue, and the steering wheel right up here is now blue as well. So that's how you engage autopilot. And like I said, make sure you're looking for those gray lines before you engage autopilot. So there's basically 3 ways to disengage the autopilot. The first way, which is the traditional way to disengage cruise control, is you just step on the brake. And as you can see, it disengaged autopilot. I'm gonna go ahead and re-engage it now by pulling the lever twice. And now I'm back on autopilot. The second way to disengage autopilot is just pushing the lever forward. As you can see now, the autopilot is now disengaged. I'm gonna go ahead and put it back to autopilot. And the last way to disengage autopilot is if you just grab onto the steering wheel and just take control of the car. And as you can see, it's disengaged autopilot, but cruise control is still engaged, right? So keep that in mind. If you plan on disengaging autopilot by grabbing onto the steering wheel, it will disengage autopilot, but cruise control will still be engaged. All right, so that's basically how to engage and disengage autopilot. And just a safety note, even though we have autopilot, and autopilot is great to have on a Tesla, but just be sure that you're always aware of your surroundings while you're driving. Don't go to sleep. Always look at the road, right? And you're paying attention while autopilot is engaged. So that concludes this video, but before you take off, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Peace.